Christian Center, I noticed something significant. The church, referred to as the Light, it had a message that was similar to that of St. Matthew's. One church, two locations. That's if I remember correctly. It has stood for many, many years. The Light was non-denominational. The pastor, Dr. Hilliard, emphasized that he was the leader and how he would not be subject to a deacon board concept. I guess a deacon board has quite a bit of power. However, I am unaware of what the deacon board concept comprised, whether it remained or changed. I remember how he seldom, Dr. Hilliard, allowed outside ministers to stand before, quote unquote, his congregation. It was hard to visualize the property ever being sold. But then the for sale sign appeared. I had hoped for its success, although I moved on to a different church. That may be frowned on by many, but I had my reasons. It was hard to leave and difficult to find another church to fulfill what my internal being cried out for. I visited quite a few other churches in my area. Now knowing that the sale of the property did happen, and now this. Are there other causes for which people leave a church and attend another? Aren't they all delivering basically the same message? What happens? As I mentioned earlier, I've attended for 19 years to my recollection. And yes, after leaving, I was never prepared for this. And now I am saddened again. You see, growing up in a country town of Mississippi, we would sometimes pass a church or two that had become empty and still left standing as a testament to what was and still is. It was as though it needed to remain standing and left to deteriorate on its own, like the buried, almost sacred life. The membership long gone, the minister's journey had ended there, or moved to another church even greater, I suppose. Is this supposed to happen? Was the neighborhood involved? I sometimes kept up with the church's teachings on TV. He would come on late at night. I would still watch. His messages landed. What is the takeaway here, though? I don't have the answer. Maybe you who are listening have the answer, or watching. Leave it in the comment. I would appreciate it. This day was cold, rainy, and the storm was on its way to attack Houston. But I had to stop and consider this scene. remember this? This is the entrance for the New Light Christian Center. To the left is where the adult assembly was located. To the right was the first building that was built. This is what it looks like after the sale, of course. The new owners, I'm sure, was looking to do something different. This is what is left of the driveway and the entrance. Everything demolished. Of the entrance. This is where the helicopter port is located. The evening has set on this green. Entrance to the stage has been made. I just happened to be passing and noticed this clearance